Elon Musk, the world's richest, coolest, most influential dude of our time, was recently on Saturday Night Live. SNL. Did you see it? Well, I watched the opening monologue on the internet, but I haven't watched anything else because SNL pretty much stopped becoming funny years ago. Am I right? But going back to Elon Musk, and this dude is crazy amazing because, my God, he's got all these different companies to his name. He's trying to take us to space, to Mars, to the moon. Fly me to the moon, da da da, among the stars. I don't know any more of the lyrics, but he's got Tesla cars, solar panels, new tunnel boring machines that are faster than old tunnel boring machines that, dig subways and tunnels to here, there, and everywhere. The guy is crazy influential, and he's probably the most important man of our time. And he's got Asperger syndrome. Today we're going to talk about what makes someone have intelligence and what are the different kinds of intelligences that exist. I probably will make a separate video, part 2, I guess you could say, eventually. But today we're going to be talking about his appearance on SNL and Asperger's and what makes someone intelligent. Guys, my name is Gareth Walton. We do daily videos on this channel, channel 2, but of course we do have channel 1 where we do fortnightly travel vlogs. You can also find me on Tallboy Gareth, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You guys know the drill. Let's go back to Elon Musk. I absolutely love this dude. I love where he's taking us technologically. And let's talk a little bit about this right now. The guy fascinates the hell out of me. Elon Musk says he's the first person with Asperger's to host Saturday Night Live. Very interesting situation, this one. We'll change to camera 2. Elon Musk has told viewers of Saturday Night Live that he's the first person with Asperger's to host the US sketch show, or as he said, maybe the first person to admit it, at least, I guess, before joking about his son's name and smoking cannabis on a podcast for the first global live stream of the program. That's interesting. I didn't realize they did that. During the opening, the billionaire entrepreneur spoke of how he sometimes posted strange comments on his social media accounts, saying, "To anyone I've offended, I just want to say I reinvented electric cars and I'm sending people to Mars in a rocket ship. Did you also think I was going to be a chill, normal dude?" That's kind of a mic drop situation. That's a mic drop. Sorry for the noise that clipped then. Musk also referred to an incident in 2018 in which he smoked a joint during an appearance with Joe Rogan on the Joe Rogan show. A lot of times people are reduced to the dumbest things they've ever done. Like one time I smoked weed on Joe Rogan podcast. Not that that's dumb, by the way, kids, that's not dumb. Everything in moderation is fine, but too much is too much. You know what I'm trying to say? And now, all the time I hear Elon Musk, all he ever does is smoke weed on podcasts. Like I go from podcast to podcast, lighting up joints. It happened once. It's like reducing O.J. Simpson to a murderer. Because he is. Musk, allegedly. Musk also introduced his mother, May, like the month, but with the letter E. May E, who said that she was excited for her Mother's Day gift. "I just hope it's not Dogecoin," she quipped, referring to the cryptocurrency started as a joke and about which Musk has previously tweeted, to which he replied, "It is, blah, blah, blah." Musk's appearance also sparked a sharp fall in the value of Dogecoin when he appeared to call it a hustle. Asked what Dogecoin is type thing, Musk replied, "Well, it's the future of currency. It's an unstoppable financial vehicle that's going to take over the world." Very interesting about Dogecoin, but we're not going to talk about that today. My birds have been very noisy. Going back to Elon Musk and what makes someone smart. Now, there's a very interesting thing I want to show you here. Here it is here. Now, here's a very interesting drawing. I don't know who drew this one, but I think this is quoted as an Albert Einstein saying, though some people reckon it wasn't Albert who actually said it. Nonetheless, it's a very famous thing. So you've got a bunch of animals here. You've got a monkey, a bird, a penguin, elephant, a goldfish, a seal, and a dog. Now, each one of these animals has the ability to do something amazing that probably the other cannot do. So let's just say the elephant's very good at flattening things and squashing things. The monkey can definitely fly and climb, not fly, but climb trees. The bird can fly. The dog can run and bark. The seal and the fish clearly have the ability to swim like nothing else in that picture. Now, let's read this. For a fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. Now, this is one of the problems with the school system that we have today. We're going to talk a little bit about this. You know, the current tests that we have in schools, in children's schools these days, don't really qualify for what a lot of people need tests for. Am I making any sense? I don't know. There should be a broader spectrum of tests, a better test evaluation for people, not just what we have today. Everyone is born different. Everyone is born this way. Lady Gaga. Everyone has a different ability. Not everyone has the same ability. Some people can't literally talk. They cannot talk at all. Some people can't see, unfortunately. It is what it is. Everyone's got their own amazing skill. For people that can't hear, it becomes like a superpower that they're able to lip read over time. That's their superpower. People that can't see, they're able to read Braille and feel echoes and vibrations in the air to allow them to detect things like a bat. There's a guy, I'll probably make a video about this someday, but there's a guy who can click noises and like a bat, and he can hear his clicking echo reflect on objects in front of him. And that basically says, don't walk right there because you're going to bump into something. So this guy has created this amazing ability from his disability. So here are some of the amazing intelligences that people can have. You know, Elon Musk has Asperger's, which is not a big problem, but you know, it is what it is. Now, if you accept Howard Earl Gardner's 1943 work in Frames of Mind, the theory of multiple intelligences, where he questioned the idea that intelligence is a single entity, that it results from a single factor, and that it can be measured simply via IQ tests, then you will agree that there exists a multitude of intelligences. Now, there's one quick thing before we continue on that thing. The one thing up above I wanted to read first, but I forgot to do because I showed you the picture first. Not sure what Einstein meant, or even if he said it, that quote right there. But I have always likened this quote to schools and the poor standards by which we judge smart and stupid in our students, which was what we were just talking about, right? Einstein also said this about formal education. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learnt in school. And it is a miracle that curiosity survives formal education. And finally, the only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. So I think this quote is in the same genre. So we'll go back to this. Howard Gardner initially formulated a list of 7 intelligences, with only the first 2 on the list below, which we'll show you in a second. So the first 2 on the list below typically valued in schools. The rest aren't really seen in schools. Yet the next 3 on the list are usually associated with the geniuses of the arts. And the final 2 are what Howard Gardner called personal intelligences, which have since been grouped as emotional intelligences, emotional intelligence, I should say, EQ, and is often linked to high-level success in business and careers. Now, we're getting a little bit towards the Elon Musk factor here. Do you have the Elon Musk factor? Were you born differently? Like Lady Gaga would say, born this way, whatever way that may be. If you are, you can still be whatever you want within reason. You need to channel your mind for what you like and what you can do. And when you find that thing that you can do and that you love doing, you just pursue the hell out of it and win at life. Let's continue. I hope this is an interesting article for you guys today. Yesterday's video, we didn't talk for 10 minutes straight. Okay. So if schools, let me just read that again, hang on. Okay, so if schools only value and grade students by 2 of the possible 7 intelligences, then they will be declared declaring as stupid people who just happen to be intelligent or even genius in combinations of the other five. It's a bit confusing, isn't it? For me, Einstein's quote is a caution to all intelligence. What's that one? Assessors to use appropriate measurements when judging people's smarts. Setting a tree climbing assessment task to test the intelligence of a fish is just as inappropriate as setting a logical, mathematical assessment task to test the intelligence of a person gifted with interpersonal intelligence. We'll show you that in a second, in interpersonal intelligence. The person assessed only by narrow and often inappropriate standards may spend their whole life believing that they are stupid when they are not. You've got to find that thing in life that you are loving and do it, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, of course. But yeah, some people want to think, well, I like serial murderers, I'm going to become one. I didn't say that. I'm going to get sued. No, you don't do that. All right. Let's read some of the seven. This is some of the 7 intelligences that have been found by this Howard Gardner. Okay, fella. Here are Howard Gardner's initial multiple intelligence. All right, there we go, everybody.
Initial multiple intelligences.
There's linguistic. I'll just double check that one so we get it right for you guys. There's linguistic intelligence. This is number 1 on the list. Sensitivity to spoken and written language. The ability to learn languages and the capacity to use language to accomplish certain goals. Very interesting. Some people can pick up languages that easy and speak multiple languages. Something that's really interesting is that Donald Trump's wife, Melania, I think it's Melania. I keep getting Melania and Ivanka, the daughter, getting mixed up sometimes. But Ivanka? Anyway, the wife. A lot of people see her as stupid for some reason. Probably because she has a bit of an accent. But did you know, I haven't used this camera angle today. Did you know that she is able to speak something like 5 different languages? Could be 7. It's a lot of goddamn languages. So there you go, that's an interesting one. Logical, mathematical. We're going to double check that one for you right now.
Logical, mathematical.
That's pretty accurate. The capacity to analyze problems logically, carry out mathematical operations, and investigate issues scientifically. That's a very interesting one. Does that resonate with you, this one? I don't know. Musical. Now this is an interesting one. We'll show you up a little bit more. There we go. Musical involves skill in the performance, composition, and appreciation of musical patterns. Now, I think Kim Kardashian's ex, they kind of broke up recently. What's his name? The black dude. They had a baby Northwest. What's his freaking name? Someone help me. Kanye West. I think he is a musical intelligence kind of guy. In fact, he's even said it, that he's kind of got a musical intelligence brain. He said that a couple of times in a few different interviews. That's 2 or 3. Get it right, Gareth. One or the other. But he said it a few times. So I think he potentially has that intelligence. That's not to say he doesn't have any of the others as well, which means that you could have any one of these / more. Or one's just fine as well. Which one are you? Which one of the bunch are you? Once again, I hope you're liking this one so far. Bodily, we're going to make this one read for us so we don't mess it up. How about that?
Bodily kinesthetic.
Bodily kinesthetic. Wow, that's a big one, isn't it? It entails the potential of using one's whole body or parts of the body to solve problems. Very interesting one, that one. It's hard for me to fully understand that one, but that's okay. I'm guessing if you were blind and you were using Braille, you would be using a bit of your body to feel where the words are, and you'd be able to read the words. Is that something? Maybe, yeah. Am I on the right path here? Someone help me. Let me know in the comments down below. Give us a sub as well. All right, spatial. Number 5, spatial, involves the potential to recognize and use the patterns of wide space and more confined areas. Interesting. I don't know what that is, but that's interesting. Now, 6 and 7 are kind of similar. We'll go to 6. Interpersonal.
Interpersonal.
Interpersonal is concerned. What's this? What's one?
Concerned.
So interpersonal is concerned with the capacity to understand the intentions, motivations, and desires of other people. So maybe interpersonal people would be really good at picking up girls. Like interpersonal guys may be really good on the street. You're like, hey, can I get your number? You're really cute. I think we should have a child together someday. And then, of course, it's a one-night stand and he never sees her again. Maybe that's his superpower. Maybe that's what they have. I don't know. It's just a thought. There's another one. The last one is well, we're going to make it spell for us. What do you reckon?
Interpersonal.
So there's interpersonal and intrapersonal. Very interesting little combination. Intrapersonal entails the capacity to understand oneself, to appreciate one's feelings, fears, and motivations. So that's a very interesting little thing. Now, there's one last thing I wanted to read here. Some guy called Paul Rogers wrote this. Hi, Albert Einstein understood that intelligence is a choice. For example, let's say you have an IQ of 100. You might argue that you are, average and cannot choose to be more intelligent. However, if that is your belief, then you are already in the stage Einstein referred to at the end of the quote. It will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. A false belief has already been formed in your mind. Okay? Most likely because too many times in your life you were judged, quantified, and measured incorrectly. Everyone is genius. Anyone can be as smart as Einstein. It takes the right mixture of passion, direction, and focus, but those are not genetic predispositions. What's this one?
Genetic predispositions.
Yeah, that'll do. They are environmental factors. I can go on for hours on this topic, but I'll leave you with some food for thought. If you read the biographies, of some of the most successful men in history, you'll find a common theme. It was some personal, usually a woman, who altered the course of their lives. Now, this is a very interesting story. Listen to this one. In the case of Steve Jobs, Mr. Apple, right? Steve Jobs, it was a grade school teacher. She affected him so dramatically that he said if it wasn't for her, he would have grown up a thief and ended up in jail. Wow. Really think about that. If it wasn't for the influence of one woman, Steve Jobs would have done nothing with his life. Computers as we know it wouldn't exist. I've got my iPhone in my hand right now. Wouldn't exist. All his talent and genius would have died with him in some jail cell. Similar stories with Henry Ford, the guy who made the Ford motor car. He kind of invented the production line. And Warren Buffett, who were hideously insecure men whose wives brought out the best in them. Now, most people simply never get the right nourishing, is that right? Nurturing, I should be saying, based on their characters. And they flounder through life. Einstein understood this, and this quote was a testament to his humility. So look, there you go. Are you stupid or are you smart? Well, there's probably a lot of stupid people out there, let's be honest. Hey, am I right? But if you want to constantly grow, if you want to get stronger muscles, you work on it every goddamn day. You flex that arm with that heavy bit of mass, and you do that every day until you become so strong. Now, the thing works for the mind as well. The mind is a muscle. If you don't utilize your muscle to benefit your life in the future, then you're not going to increase this. This will remain the same or decrease. Always do things to enlighten yourself. Read books, read articles, watch YouTube videos to better your life, whatever it may be. If you're stuck in a rut right now, you can do something better, and you can do it quite soon. You have to have the motivation. Motivate yourself, do it every day, and make it a fun situation, because if it's not fun, you're not going to want to do it simply. So make it a fun situation, be motivated, be self-motivated. If you can't do it, no one's going to do it for you. And yeah, whatever you want to do in life, you can do it within reason. You just have to set your mind onto it and make it a fun situation for yourself. And yeah, here I am with a studio. I wanted to do this for about a year now, and since January 2021 we've finally started, and we're doing daily videos. So if you have a goal, you can do it. Guys, we have two different channels. Channel 2, you're watching this right now, and Channel 2, and of course Channel 1. One has the 1, 2 has the 2. It's honestly that simple. My name's Tall Boy Gareth. I've been told my name is Gareth. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Bye.